Alright, so ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So last time, um, for the people who were here, you guys met with Joestar, the leader of the Thieves Guild in the city of Solana. You guys then followed him into the kind of shadier part of town, and he led you into some underground, old kind of mines and tunnels that lead beneath the Cathedral of the Black Dragons, where you're trying to get the Black Dragon Eye. He promised to show you a way through the tunnels, as long as you were to help him in dealing with a familiar Tengu that has usurped his position in the Thieves Guild. You guys went in, you had the combat encounter, and kind of scraped by a little bit at the end because he would not die. At the very end of the fight, Vetner finally used the dragon staff, firing a full leveled fireball at the creature and finally putting it down. That is where we left off last time. But right now, we're going to pick up somewhere else. Out in the woods, outside of the city, sits by himself. It is Elijah, Drigger, and his 6 little goblin friends are all sitting around him. Watching.
And Todd.
What?
And Todd.
And Todd, yes, your little fox on your shoulders, are all sitting hiding in bushes as you watch as Seto Kaiba leads an undead army on the eastern side of the city and starting to raise it. You guys are hiding there right now. What do you do?
I ignore it. Or like just chill.
Okay.
I do nothing.
Okay. You hang out and you sit down and you see the little goblin guys are starting to run around in circles. They're starting to freak out a little bit from the
Oh
sight
no.
of the undead. They're all just kind of just going like just they're all just kind of running around making that noise. It's a little weird, but they're doing that. Drigger looks really nervous seeing the large army approaching the walls. And you're sitting there and you look down for a second and you see a small hole opens up right in front of you.
Big.
It's about maybe like a foot wide and a foot deep. And it looks like the same kind of like depth that you've been digging the holes you've been putting your bones into.
I hop in it.
You jump in the hole.
Yeah.
You jump in the hole, and nothing happens.
Okay, I get back out of the hole.
Okay, you get back
Half
out of
deep.
the hole.
And then I bury some bones and say a prayer.
You put some bones in the hole. You say your prayer, and you
And
see the
cover it
spot.
up.
You see the spot where the bones were begins to rumble, and then you see coming out of the ground is a nose, and then 2 eyes and a mouth, and it just
Oh no.
oh boy,
And what?
boy, I'm here to speak with you.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
You
Okay.
see there's a face in the dirt, made out of dirt. It has a long nose, a mustache, and a mouth, and it moves and it looks at you. And it says, "Boy, we have time to talk."
And I was like, I guess if we're quiet, don't you see the dragon man over there?
It's fine. A nice follower of Azul. I am here to present a gift to the follower.
What?
He opens up his mouth a little bit, and his jaw unhinges a little bit, and you see
Yeah.
a bone that looks charred. It's completely black, and it looks like a femur, and it comes out of the man's mouth that's in the ground, and then it spits up right next to him. And then he looks at you and he says, "Take that and put it in your dead drake."
Oh my goodness. I shake his nose and say, "Thank you, good sir."
You shake his nose, and then he's like, "Ugh," and then he just fades into the dirt.
Thank you.
I think you know what I'm about to go do, so let's just fast forward.
Okay. It's still like
He's
the
too
middle of the
excited.
night. It's the middle of the night. You can see it's about 20 feet to your right. You've hidden the body of the drake. And the little goblin guys are like looking around. They see you got this bone, and they're not really sure what's about to happen. And you're right there next to the body of the drake. Trigger looks uncertain about it all, though. You can do what you like. Describe what you do.
What would I have to roll to perform surgery?
So, what do you mean by surgery? Like, you don't want to, like, horribly damage the body, or just you want to open it up and, like, throw the bone in? What are you trying to do?
I want to take its femur out and replace it.
Oh, so you want to replace a femur.
Let me try pushing it through his mouth, and if that doesn't work, I'll pull it back out.
Okay.
He's already dead.
You just start pushing it a little bit in. There's some resistance as you start pushing it in. It hits a point where you can push harder to force it in if you want, but you got to make the choice to push it that little bit harder.
I pull it out and just kind of place it next to his femur.
Okay, you place it next to his femur. And
Yeah.
you're looking at his leg. I'll say the body of this drake is kind of ripped a little bit. Some of the scales are falling off. It's not really had enough time to really age. You're looking at the femur compared to the size of the femur you have in your hand. The femur of the drake is about twice the size of what's in your hand.
Okay. Then I bury the femur and ask for the drake to be raised from the dead.
You say your prayer. Roll a religious check, just a knowledge religion check.
Let me
how
see what that
helpful
is.
Erzul will be with you.
Okay, I get a +2.
Okay.
+21.
Okay. You say a really good prayer to Erzul, and you just hear a rumble under your feet again, and you see the same nose and mustached face pops up out of the ground, and it says, "You gotta do it like this." And then the face just slowly creeps through the dirt to the body, and then you see a hand with a sword kind of guts open the bottom of the drake's stomach, and it just shoves the bone in, and then he falls back into the dirt. And then you see this bright, kind of a green light fills the inside of the drake. And then it just stands up quietly, but it has a soft glow to it. And you just hear it just kind of growling under its breath, but it looks at you, listening for your command.
I hop on its back and I fly to the rest of the party.
You don't know where they're at.
Then I will stop taking up their time, and if they want, we can fast forward to them.
You start taking off. This is the night before that you guys went underground, so Dalton,
It's not like we can
roll
pause my session.
Dalton, roll a stealth check with disadvantage because you're on the back of a dragon.
Let me check my
You didn't
spell.
like your 17.
I get a +6.
It's still good.
+23.
No, you gotta roll one more time, and we'll take the lower result.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
20.
Okay. Here, I'm gonna do something on roll 20. Alright. I want you... Okay, so on roll 20, I just pulled up the map of, pretty much the city. You're, like, out over here in the woods. Tell me how you fly into the city, and depending on your roll that you just made, that's whether or not you're, like, assaulted or even seen getting in.
Can you tell me where Seto Kaiba is?
So Seto Kaiba is right here along this wall. He's breaking it down. He's got small catapults. He's breaking in to the side of the wall. And that's where he's at the moment.
Okay. I'm gonna go this way.
Okay. So you'll fly south. Okay. Okay. You'll fly past some of the farmland area. You're pretty safe over there. Okay, so you'll fly around through the port. That's pretty decently safe. I'll say you kind of stay a little bit to sea, and then you're going to kind of crawl onto land. Now you have a massive undead drake.
I'll hop off and ask him to go back to Drigger.
Okay, you're going to leave Drigger behind? Okay. So you have him out in the woods. He's going to wait in the woods with Drigger, and you're safe back in. And I'll say, just for sake of getting you back to the party, you are lucky enough to see the end of the cart with some of your friends going into the shady side of town, and they're going into a tunnel, and you're trying to run up to catch up to them.
Okay.
Yeah. And so you follow through some really dark tunnels as your friends finish.
You get lost.
He can roll. He can roll to see if he gets lost. Sure.
Oh,
Elijah, roll to see if you get lost.
suck my dick.
He got a nat 20. Yeah, no, he's fine. He stays
I don't
close
think I will,
enough.
Dalton.
He watched.
I was figurative.
He follows you safely. He gets through the tunnels and he gets back to where Joestar is. So you guys are back in the Thieves Guild. You guys have just slain the Tengu as he walks in. He witnesses a fireball explodes in the corner where the Tengu was once standing. And you see clatter to the ground his scythe and chain ball that he was using.
The Tengus?
Yeah. The weapon that the Tengu was using falls to the ground.
I wanna look at the scythe.
So you look at it's all one weapon, so it's a scythe and a chain ball.
Oh.
Yeah, it's the
look
same
at it.
weapon that Jesse's character uses. So how it works is it's a flat D6 with pretty much a 10-foot radius of attack, so it does have reach on it, so you can actually hit targets from a little farther away. And that's how this thing works. You can look at it, it looks like a weapon. It looks a little bit better than your average weapon, but you can't tell why.
How much is the reach?
10 feet. So you could strike someone away when they're far off from you.
Can I, what's it called? Detect magic? What is it called? I guess I can't do that.
You don't have the spell.
I thought there was like a skill I could use on it.
You can roll an appraise check to check how
Appraise.
much it's worth base-wise.
Okay.
And you can roll Knowledge Arcana to try and identify whether or not it is a magic weapon or not.
Okay, well that's my appraise.
Okay.
Here's my knowledge arcana.
Ooh, the knowledge arcana check's pretty good. You do know that this is some sort of magical weapon of sorts. That is good enough that I will say you're able to identify that it is a +1 Kasuragama, is what it's called. The appraise check wasn't that great. It's above a 10. You know that it's at least 300 to 400 gold by itself.
Is it a black magic item?
You rolled well enough. You know it's not cursed.
Okay. I'm gonna keep it.
Okay. You got it in your backpack right now. So Elijah walks in behind you guys. And as he does, Joestar looks at the group and he says, "Well, I didn't think that you'd actually survive that well. I'm impressed. I guess I'm the leader again here." And he walks forward, and all the thieves in the group that are standing kind of around kind of approach forward a little bit. And they look at Joestar and they're like, "Yeah, boss. You're the boss now. You're boss again. So we'll listen to you."
All the goblins?
The goblins are your goblins.
Okay.
And I'll say they're light enough that they rode on the back of the Drake with you.
Okay.
Yeah, so they're there with you. So Joestar looks at you all and he says, "Well, as a little bit of a parting thank you gift, before you guys try to go any deeper in these tunnels, let me try and dismantle one of these traps over there so you can take a little look-see at what we have in our thieves' stash, and I'll let you take one thing of whatever you like."
Nice.
I'll go last.
Can't do anything.
He looks at Elijah and he says, You're not a part of this, kid. You don't get anything."
Okay, that's cool.
So he's gonna disable the trap right here, and so now he's opened up the treasure trove up here. I'll say Sagran passes out immediately, and he is in the tent, and that's where he's going to be for the rest of the session, so that we say he's somewhere else. So, Vetner or Remy, who wants to go first looking at the stuff to pick?
Etner can go first.
Okay. Holden.
Man.
Roll a praise check to try and find something shiny and actually good in this pile.
Something. Let me channel my inner Sagron. Shiny. Okay, I've channeled too much Sagron. I've immediately forgotten. What check did you say?
Appraise.
Appraise. Okay.
Too much Sagron.
Go back. Too much Sagron.
Yeah, too much. Okay, appraise. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. 14. Could be worse.
Okay. 14. You see that there's about 2 things that really do catch your eye. There being at least a wizard of sorts. The normal
Of sorts?
Wouldn't really pay much attention. You're an arcanist. You're not really a wizard, okay?
That's fair.
That's our word.
Sorry, go ahead.
You see 2 things that kind of actually do catch your eye.
Okay.
You see a scroll, and you see a wand. And as you walk in, Joestar looks at you and he says, Now, son, whatever you grab, that's all you get. No grabbing more. First thing you grab is what you get, and that's it."
Okay.
So
Okay,
you cannot open the scroll, and you cannot identify the spell on the wand.
Here's a second question. Is there any takesy-backsies?
I will not takesy-backsy it. I promise.
Ooh.
Thieves' honor.
Oh, yeah, I meant, like, if I pick one and I don't like it, there's no takesy-backsies there, right?
Oh, no, it's permanent. Yeah, you just get a choice.
Flip a coin.
Slight meta question, because I forget. Can wands be recharged, or is that only
Yes.
staves?
Wands can be recharged. I forget how or the rules, but yes, they can be.
Hmm. And slight other question: do you have to be a magical person to use them, or can martial classes?
I'm opening up the wand rules right now in front of me. Wand in time, blah 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 blah. It's just a stick once it runs out. Material components. Physical description. Wands use spell trigger activation, so casting a spell from the wand usually a standard action that does not provoke attack of opportunity. It takes. It doesn't say that they cannot use it, so I'll say yes, other people can use the wand. As long as they know it is a wand.
I'm looking at the page briefly as well. Can you recharge them?
Hang on, let me go to...
Let me control F.
I do not know.
I think that might only be staves. But 50, man. 50 charges.
I'm going through Reddit. Reddit says if you take the cost of the wand divided by 50, that's cost per charge. You could essentially do that to recharge a wand problematically. Blah, blah. I mean,
That's true.
if you have craft wand, you can recharge it. You have to take the feat though.
Right.
That's how wand.
I'm going to make life easier for everyone, and I think I'm going to go with the scroll.
Okay.
Actually, do I even have Scribe Scroll? That might be something I should.
That's a free
Regardless.
feat that wizards get at level 1. I don't know if Arcanists get them.
I don't think they do. I think that's something that they give up. But either way, I am going to take the scroll. Can I read to try to identify or spellcraft? I'm not really sure if I need to make a check there, but I would love to know what scroll I just picked up.
I mean, scrolls are easily identifiable when you open them, as long as they're not too high of a level.
And as long as you can read magic.
That too. You open up the scroll.
Those other nerds can't read.
Jeez.
What do I got?
Okay, so you open up the scroll just to try and figure out what it is, and you see that it is the spell. Yeah, I'm rolling for it. I didn't choose what this was actually.
Just out of curiosity, did you already know what the wand was? Or were you going to roll for that too?
I was gonna roll for both of them.
Okay.
Yep.
So it didn't make things explicitly harder for you by picking the scroll.
Where is it? Where is it?
I've got the song "What a Fool Believes" by who's that by? Yeah, the Doobie Brothers. Got that stuck in my head. That earlier. I don't know if anyone even knows what that song is, but just so everyone knows, it's stuck in my head.
Sorry.
It's a song from the 80s, I think, and recently Spotify recommended to me a cover of it by some random group called Uringer. and it's like a much faster paced, like techno pop kind of version.
You
Sorry.
have the spell Banishment.
Whoa! Hold the phone. I gotta look. Ah! I'm happy, but I had to double check, but Banishment is a level 7. Ah! Okay.
It's a big spell. Just
One
don't forget
day
it's
that'll
in your
be
bag.
really cool. Hold on. Where's my inventory tab? Inventory. I put it near the top.
Okay, there you go. All right, so that was your go. Remy, it is now your turn.
Okay. I'm going. So it's a praise check.
Yes, you'll roll an appraise check, and then depending on how high you roll is how many different things you'll see.
Let me add more points into a praise. I have none. Okay, I did pretty good.
What was it? 18. You did better than Holden. You look around, and you at least see 3 different things. One is an interesting looking helmet. Another is a bar of metal. Oddly enough, it looks interesting. It's a light blue. And it looks like a type of metal you've never seen before in your life. And then the third thing is some interesting looking bracelets. Which one would you like to go for?
What does a helmet look like?
That's a good question, because I haven't rolled for that yet. I was prepping other things. Now I feel dumb.
Is it like the Loki horns?
Maybe. I don't know what it looks like yet. I gotta find some good magic helmets.
Quick question.
Yeah.
Someone just choose a state, like literally any state.
Missouri.
Missouri? Okay, thank you.
Why?
I'm working right now and I have to find companies to call tomorrow.
So you're gonna call Missouri?
Yeah, I am.
Alright, have fun.
Sorry to interrupt. Go ahead.
Still
Hang on.
wondering what the helmet looks like.
Alright. Okay. So, this is a hide helm. It is set with ivory plates and carved kind of looking like tusks around the sides of it. That's what act as cheek guards around you. It looks kind of like the tusks of an elephant. And the hat is covered in fur. As a helmet.
Okay, well, I like elephants, so I'm a little turned off that it has elephants tusk on it. So I'm gonna look at the bracelets and just like
Okay.
look at them. I'm gonna touch them, just gonna look at them.
Okay, just looking at it. Where are they? So the bracelet looks like it's made of it looks like it is various flowers. Roll a knowledge nature check if you can identify the flowers. But it's made of various flowers, but the flowers are made of gold. It's gold that's been kind of shaped into the flowers. All right. What was your knowledge? 17. That's enough. These flowers are all poisonous flowers. And I'll let you know, everything from the pile are good things, but that's what you can identify. It's 3 different poisonous flowers is wrapped around your wrist. That's what it looks like.
Then the metal bar is just a bar of metal that's blue.
It is a bluish-looking metal bar. You know it's probably some extremely rare metal. You just don't know what it is.
Can I like look at it and be like, yeah, we can shape that?
You
I
can
get
roll
some to shape that.
if you want to try and identify it, roll an appraise check again just for that, but this is rare metal. And you can see if you can try and figure out what it is.
I'm gonna have to get it. Oh,
that's funny! Okay. This is mithril. Mithril can be added to any armor, changing the weight of your armor. If there are any, like, I guess... I have your sheet open right now, and I'm looking at your chain shirt. Your max dex bonus would go up by 1. If you had any check penalties, they would disappear. That's what it does. It also helps with arcane casting and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's good if you were to ever take heavy armor and you wanted to make it a light armor technically, so you'd still get like full plate armor. You can add this onto it, and technically it's medium armor at that point. And it like it makes it way better, and you have full movement action too and stuff in it.
I think some people, if you ever end up using a shield, making it out of mithril helps a lot because you can have a bigger shield, but it's lighter.
Yeah, so many options.
Yep. So those are your 3. You got the mammoth-looking elephant helm, the bracelet made of gold flowers that are poisonous, and then the mithril bar.
I take the helmet.
You take the helmet. Okay.
Yes. I don't know what it does, but I take it.
You take the helmet. You walk out with it. Joestar resets the traps, so now the...
Wait. I want before he does, I say, does Sagra not get anything?
He looks at Sagron, and then he sighs.
You can pick something up for him.
He says, I mean, if you want to, you could just leave the kid here, so when he wakes up, then he can pick out what he wants.
Okay, that works for me.
So how I'll run it is that next time we play, I'll have him wake up in here. He'll just pick up whatever he needs. He'll actually get a chance. Alright,
Okay.
and he resets a trap, and then he looks at your helm, Madeline, and he's going to tell you what it is. And he says, this is the helm of the Mammoth Lord. And I'm going to send the link to everyone in Discord. Everyone can look at it if they want. So this is the page of like everything that it can do. So it grants you a gore attack, so you can headbutt people and like stab them if you're wearing it.
Nice.
And the helmet does count as a magic weapon, so it does overcome damage resistance. If like there's like a basic damage like resistance you can overcome with it. It helps with cold environments. If you're wearing it and you're walking through cold environments, you will not feel cold. You get a +5 competency with handle animal, ride checks, and wild empathy checks, which is like taming wild animals. It's specific just to elephant creatures, though. And you can detect when elephants are nearby if you want to. And you can talk to elephants.
Oh, cool.
Yep, so that's what you get there.
Alright, I'm happy with my pick.
There you go. So now you have the Helm of the Mammoth Lord. Alright. So Joestar looks at the lot of you. They've kind of chucked Sagron into a tent. And he looks at you and he says, well, what's next for you guys, I guess? Getting you to the Black Dragon's Cathedral. I mean, unless you want to take a little short rest here. I mean, we can do that too.
I would like a short rest.
I can't promise you a long one here. You can hear as he's kind of talking to you guys. There's chains rattling in the back area where this is where the chitin woman went into, and he says, "For safety, I think we should only take a shorter rest here rather than a long one." So what
Yes.
that means mechanically is you guys will get to roll your hit dice for the number of levels you have, and that is how much health you'll get back. So you don't get full health back. You're just gonna roll your number of hit dice. So I think everyone's level 5, so it'll be your hit dice times 5, and that's how much health you get. Also, this does not get back points for anything, and it does not fix your any spell slots. They stay empty for short rest.
Is mine 10? I can't remember.
Yes, I think it's a D10. I can check really
So is
fast
it-
right now.
It's a D10 times 5.
Yeah, so it'll be
Then half?
5. It'll be 5d10. That's all you got to roll.
Okay, and you take half of that?
You just take that number.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and you add that to what your health is. So you would add 23 to whatever your health is right now.
Well. As a formality, I will do that roll, but I was only missing 5 health, so even if they were all ones, I would have gotten it all back.
You rolled 2 of them max. Nice.
And 2 minimum. And a 4. You rolled exactly average.
Yeah.
Dalton rolled very well. Well, he got AA.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah,
And 2 1s.
yeah. So you guys take your short rest, and you can hear chains rattling louder and louder in this back room. Joestar gets up and he says, "All right, it's been quite long enough. Are you all ready to go with me and to go forward? I will help you this time, actually, in this fight. I promise."
Onward rejoicing.
I tread thy way. Yes. Let's
Listen, Noah.
go.
So you guys head into the tunnels in the back of the room. Joestar starts leading you through, and it goes on for quite some time. And you're about 20 feet away, and you can see a faint light off in the distance. Remy, Vetner, you are a human. You cannot see this right now. Elijah, you
I
can
can't
also see it. Yeah, no, you
Can't
can't
see
see
the
it.
light?
It's a dim light.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's barely anything.
Gotcha.
Remy, you can make out this is probably like a light candle light or something off in the distance, and you can just hear some soft laughing off in the distance as chains rattle and break. Do you guys want to approach? How do you want to do this? Joestar looks at you all and he says, "All right, we can try it. She's over in there. How do you want to do this? We can sneak in as slowly as we can, or we can rush her as fast. How do you want to do it?"
I think we should fireball our way through.
You want a fireball? What does that mean? The thing that you did earlier?
I like a Vetner.
Yeah, I mean, look, Joestar, well, I mean, I'm pretty sure you're not a wizard, but I don't think it takes a wizard to know that shooting a giant ball of fire is colloquially known as a fireball.
I mean, I guess you're right. He gets shy and just gets really quiet.
Sorry, I didn't mean to insult you, but
No, it's okay. I mean, who
I
knows?
think
Maybe
this-
there's a reason I lost my position.
this, if I remember how to use this thing correctly, I think this baby's got one more charge for today.
Okay. So you're gonna point it and try and use it, or what?
I mean,
Or should we sneak in, or like sneak, and then like you like go in, like use your way in, and then use fireball so you can like have line of sight of her.
what do you guys think?
Dalton.
Can anyone with better eyes than me see into the room without getting seen? If there are multiple lackeys in there, maybe it would be good to toss a fireball in and clear them out first.
What was the 5 rolled for, Dalton?
Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay.
He said, "Don't."
It was to
So,
peek into the room.
So
I
you're
have
doing a stealth
9
roll, or are you
to my
choosing?
stealth.
You can't. You have to announce that you're doing something before you roll.
Okay.
But whoever wants to, you'll have
I'll
to
do
roll.
it.
Okay.
I got some stealth.
Roll. And you can see in dim light, so you're good to do this.
I take
Yeah.
the staff. Which button do I press?
Well, whoa! We're just looking for now.
I thought you were going to throw a fireball.
I mean, guess there's no reason not to. I'll give you the staff since ye can aim it better than me, and we want the red button.
Red button.
Red, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, red for fire.
Well, technically they both shoot fire, but yes.
Okay.
One's an explosion, one's a laser beam. It's all very complicated science, I'm sure. And by science, I mean magic.
Yes. Which is a science.
What a world we live in.
So Remy sneaking up.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll a stealth check.
Oh, hold on. I haven't put 1 there. Okay.
Okay, 13. Okay. You walk up quietly. And then you get closer and closer. You're starting to make out a little bit of what the room looks like. You can see a single figure stands draped in chains in the center of a room. And you can see small candles are lit up on the ground in 5 kind of directions around her. And you're starting to look at the staff, and you're aiming with it a little bit, and then for some reason your finger slips when it's trying to get near the button, and it just clatters out of your hand, and it just on the ground, and you see she just immediately turns around. And then
I pull out my scroll. I gotta find it. Magic missile and aim it at her.
She is a wall made of chains at where you were trying to enter into, and it's held up on there. And you see that your magic missile, roll a spell resistance chance, which will be a +1, a d20 +1. You see that as you cast your spell, the chains are moving fast enough that it disperses all of the magic missiles. And then they all kind of sit, and then you see her just almost this unnaturally large smile. She falls to the ground and kind of rolls up to the ceiling in the chains.
I take the staff and back up.
You back up. She's still
Wait,
in the
what?
room. You just hear that the chains are just clattering in there.
What did you say? That she went to the ceiling?
She fell onto the pile of chains and, kind of like a silk dancer, just rolled herself all the way back up.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, sure.
Okay. So you go back to the group, or are you just holding the staff?
How far away are they?
I'll say you guys stopped about 50 feet away, so you moved 25 feet ahead of the group to get a better look. So 25 feet away behind you.
I say, help! I hope someone comes to help.
They all hear you say help. Joestar looks
Yeah.
and says, "Oh, do we need to do something? Is she okay? What's going on? Are we
Did
okay?"
it go that well?
Help!
I didn't hear a fireball. So I can't see in there. So what's going on?
She is rolled up in some chains.
Okay. Is there anyone else in there?
I don't know. Is there anyone else in there?
You look in there. You can't see anyone else from what you can tell.
I say negatory. I say come help.
Okay. So what's the plan here? Are we just running in?
Joestar looks at
I
him
don't
and says,
know.
"I mean, we can't hide anymore. I mean, we've given up the opportunity of surprise. So
She knows we're here.
I'm down.
All right, let's go.
Can I go first?
Yeah.
Sure."
Yeah, I'll let you go first. I'll let you pass by me.
Hold on. I gotta get something ready.
All right, you're getting some.
Oh.
All right. So you're the first one to walk into the room, Dalton.
Very
If Holden
slowly.
passes me.
Have we?
I go-
Very sneakily. You can roll a stealth check to try and get in there.
Have we started combat yet?
No.
I want to give Holden the staff back.
Oh, never mind. I don't have that prepared. And I'm not.
Don't worry. I have a plan. Oh.
What?
A nat 20? Wait, what was the
What?
4?
I don't know. Maybe it rolled twice. It says 4 on my screen, like the
Okay.
physical dice.
I see 4
There's
and then a 20. What were you
I
rolling?
see both. The 4 was. Wait. No.
The
I
5
think...
was to sneak into the room, and I didn't call it out.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you accidentally hit it twice. I don't know.
You want me to roll again? Take the 4 or take the average, Spencer?
You can take a 10. I'll say you can take a 10 on this. So take a 10 plus whatever your stealth check additive is.
16 total.
16 total? Alright.
Yeah.
Let me look at what this lady... Okay. You walk into the room. Drigger is not here. You are ahead of your friends. You look into the room. I'm going to actually get this away for now. You walk into the room.
Yeah.
And you can see a large pentagram is on the ground. At each point, there's a different symbol. And one of the symbols looks very familiar in the bottom right side of the star. You can see it looks like the fruit that the Vardict offered you to eat when
Nice.
accepting his gift. There is another point with a mouse. There is another point with flames. There is another point with the face of an old man. And then there's another one with what looks like a storm cloud. You can see these 5 stars on the edges of this metal pentagram. Covered in the room are chains. It's a very small, kind of cramped room. in the back corner there is a treasure chest of sorts. And I want you to roll a perception check. How far away behind him is everyone? Also, I want to know.
10 feet.
10 feet? So you're out of the room. Okay.
Isn't there a chick in here?
A chick?
I thought you said there's like a girl in here. Someone chained up.
Yeah, there is.
Okay.
Alright, roll your perception check.
Roll 20's being weird. Okay, 1 second. Plus...
I'm putting everyone who's outside the room on the side.
Plus 7, so 12.
12. Okay. There's a lot of chains in the room. Every now and again you step on them and you can hear a little bit of kind of a clatter. There's a little gate underneath you. The walls are kind of covered in chains. You walk a little deeper inside. And then she gets you.
Oh no.
What is your flat-footed AC?
1 second. I see AC. I see no flat foot AC.
It's 2 under your normal AC, I think.
Like, if
Like
my
two-
AC...
Like 2 boxes down on a sheet.
Nope, there is... Oh wait, I see it. It's 15.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
Alright, 3 of these are gonna hit.
Uh-oh.
You walk into the room, and your friends are standing just right outside the entrance. You look everywhere but up. And you just see these chains just all kind of just start whipping around you. There's barbs built into them, and they just start cutting into your skin. You're going to be hit by 3 of these. So that's going to be... 1, 2, 3...
Jesus. Can I get an
20.
advantage?
That's 20 damage outright walking in the room.
I'm passed out.
You're out? Oh, shoot.
I'm at -3.
Okay, you're down. You're just laying on the ground. You see the chains are all kind of around. Everyone roll initiative.
If it makes y'all feel better, my plan was to cast heat metal on the chains.
There's definitely a lot of metal there. That's a reasonable idea.
It was.
Alright.
I rolled trash.
Alright. So, everyone gets a roll.
Hey, Vsauce, Michael here. Uh-oh.
Alright, you got a 14. Holden. Sagron is not in this fight, so we'll give Elijah a turn. Remy rolled a 7. Ooh. Elijah still gets to roll even though he is on the ground. He just gets to know when he starts rolling for being alive or not.
That's what I was going to
So
ask.
he's in the middle of the room, so Dalton, you will have to roll for it. And let me roll for Joestar. He got a...
Oh, we just saw Dalton walk in and just immediately die, basically.
He pretty much,
Yeah,
you
well-
just saw
Yeah.
chains just wrap around him and then just annihilate him a little bit.
Smashed him on the floor, left him there.
I'll say
pretty-
because you guys are on the outside of the room, you can at least take a little bit more of a look at it, where this lady is at. She's kind of in the center of the room above Elijah. The room's height is 15 feet, and she has the ability to hit pretty far away with just the chains.
You need to fireball her.
I can also
Joestar
cast
got
that.
a 21. Elijah, what did you get? You got an 8 plus what?
1, so 9.
9. Alright, and now I need to roll for her. I will no longer hide her. Ah, shoot, why did I do that? I feel dumb.
Yeah, our good buddy Elijah is pretty. Oh my gosh, the floor is moving.
There we go.
Yeah. Was it hidden behind one of the set pieces?
I was dumb and I moved it to the wrong layer. There we go. Alright, she is above Elijah at the moment. And she gets a add turn. Let me roll for her.
Yeah, even though she's on the ceiling, I think the way I read Fireball, it would still hit Elijah. Where she is right now, at least. Wait. So, this will probably be important before we start combat. Did you pick the staff back up?
She
Remy?
did.
Yeah, I
Yes, she has it.
Okay.
I handed it back to you while we're standing in the hallway.
Okay.
Alright, first one to go is going to be Joestar. Joestar is gonna be like, oh crap, Elijah. And he is going to actually run in the room to here. And
Oh my gosh, he just ran in.
he's going to administer a Cure Moderate Wound Potion on Elijah.
Oh.
So let me remember Cure Moderate Wounds. So Elijah, you'll be up, you won't be downed.
Okay. I'm happy with anything at this point.
Cure Moderate Wounds is 2d8 plus 5. Okay. So you're gonna get 12 plus 5. So 17. You get 17 HP back.
Nice.
And that is going to be Joestar's turn. He's gonna run in and save you. So that's the end of his turn. Vetner, it is your turn. Technically starting 10 feet outside. So once that's 5 feet to move in. So you're standing one space south of there. Of here. Yep.
Okay.
She is on the ceiling, so that's where she's at. Just remember that.
I'll just wait. Oh. My turn order was on top of myself on the side there. Okay. So that's 5. Honestly, the room's pretty small. I'll just kind of chill over here. And what we're going to do right here is what we call a pro gamer move. So I'm hoping I'm interpreting this correctly, but I'm going to spend a good boy point. So there goes one magic point. And so something I can do as an Arcanist is increased the caster level at which I cast something. And to my knowledge, that does not increase the save of something, because that's a separate thing. But when you make a spell resistance check, that's based on the caster level of the spell that you casted at, correct?
Yes. I'm pretty sure it's based on the level of your characters added to your d20 roll.
Caster level check.
I'm not 100% sure about that anymore. That was how I remembered it worked.
I'm trying to figure out... I'm gonna do it either way, but I'm trying to figure out if adding that to... Let me... I'm being the problem child.
It's a d20 plus your caster level. That's it, yeah. To break it, yep.
Yeah, the way the ability is worded, it... seems like it says the caster level of the spell.
If the caster level of the spell is boosted, you can add that instead. So you get the 1 point bonus onto your roll.
Actually, it's 2 points because
Oh.
I took a.
I will let you do that.
Okay. I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna go basic right now just so there's not a save to fail, and I'm gonna pop off with Magic Missile. And so, since I am treated at 2 levels higher, that is equal to level 7. So first, we will do a spell resistance check. D20 plus 7. Fingers crossed. It's not very good.
You failed to check, I'm sorry.
Really glad I wasted everybody's time. Sorry,
There we
guys.
go. You moved in, and the spell, you cast the spell, whatever this hidden spell that you. What was the spell you were casting?
Magic Missile.
You cast Magic Missile, and the wave of chains just knock it out of the way, one at a time. And that is Remy's turn.
Okay. I think it's on the computer, so I don't have access to my character. But I just want to, like, walk in the room,
Okay.
not very far. And then, you said there's candles in the room?
Yes, there are some at each point of the pentagram.
I'm going to do, I forgot what it's called, but it's the sunlight strike or something like that, so then she's down for 1 round.
Okay, so now they got a -1 on all their attacks. Cool. Alright. So that is that.
Does
It
that
just
just happen?
Yeah.
Really?
So
Yeah,
long
just-
as they got a -1 on all their attack rolls, just cause. As so long as
Yeah.
As
she's
long as there's
makes
some
it.
type of bright light, some type of light in the room. Just reflect it into your eyes.
That's super cool.
Dalton, it is your turn. You are awake. I'll say you're on your feet. You aren't prone.
I want to take a 5-foot slip.
Okay. I'm gonna let you know the woman is above you guys. You 5-foot slip that way. You are outside of the reach. You are fine. Yep.
And I cast Heat Metal.
Okay. You cast Heat Metal on her. Is Heat Metal a spell-resistant spell or no?
Let me double check.
I want to say yes, but I would also have to check.
I got it open
Actually-
in front of me right now.
Do I even know heat metal?
Yes, it is.
Yes. Okay. Wait, on the object. Oh shoot! Never mind. It's not part of her body,
Oh,
so
heck,
it
it's-
just happens. Oh shoot! That's dumb. That's how I
Is
hate
she-
myself.
That's awesome.
not that I want to fight my teammates, but if she is manipulating the chains, that's really
Woman.
She magically
Oh,
affects the chains, but the chains aren't like magic. They don't have resistance. The object doesn't have resistance. Yes. On the
yeah. I guess that
object.
would be by like material.
The material is not immune to being hot, so.
It passes the check.
And he doesn't have to focus on the spell. The spell is dumb. Because it's good.
It's also, you
metal
recommended it.
Equipment. I know. You're
That's
welcome.
true.
Metal equipment of 1 creature per 2 caster levels. No 2 of which can be more than 30 feet apart. That's a lot of... What level are you? 5? So then...
Yeah.
Got like... 2 things. I'll say it doubles down on her. Just because there's so many chains. So this spell is technically going twice off on her. There's no save, right? It's to drop everything, and she literally can't, so there's no save for her. What the heck? This is dumb. That's it. She doesn't
You
have
got
to take
that spell, huh?
So, I'll say we're starting on round 1, so it's just Worm. Next round, she'll take 2d4. The next rounds, she starts taking 4d4 every round, just because of damage, because she's on fire. This is dumb. Okay, whatever. Alright, you moved. You cast, it's a standard action. You did, do you want to do anything else, Dalton?
I sure do.
Not really much you can. If you move again, then she takes an attack, because that considers it actually like a full movement. Or you can throw something at her, maybe. She's up on the
I
ceiling.
want to drink 1 potion of Cure Moderate Wounds.
Okay. One that's in your inventory?
Yes, I just took it out.
Okay, cool. That's 2d8. Does it say the level of the potion on the side of it? Like the plus
No,
on
it just said cure moderate wounds. We can do level 1.
We'll do 3 just for fun. We'll say it's a +3. So 2d.
I want to.
Oh no, wait. 2d8 plus 3. We'll do that. Nine HP back to you. There you go. So that is your turn. The Chain Devil is now going to take an attack. It's her turn. She's on the ceiling and she is in range of everyone in the room. So she's going to take a swing at literally everyone once. So everyone, your regular AC is all it is, not flat-footed. That's a nat 20 on who wants it.
God.
Ventnor or Elijah. I'll let you guys choose which one gets it.
Can we flip a coin?
Who wants it?
Let's roll a d4, and if I get 1 or 2, then I take it. If you get 3 or 4, you get it.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Also, if either of you noticed, Madeline is trying to fix her audio.
Okay.
But yeah,
It's a 3. Is
okay.
that Ventnor?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
me.
Okay, so we'll go right to left. So this one's for Remy.
Oh my god!
Joestar. And Elijah.
19?
Yeah, working on something more.
I feel conflicted.
I had nothing. I wasn't on my phone.
Alright, it's 4. Alright, so right to left. Alright.
Alright. Everything.
Oh, wait, I forgot. This is also -1. So only 2 is. That's a 29. That's still gonna hit Joestar. That's a 16. Does that hit you, Dalton?
Let me double check.
The -1 from Remy might save you. Being hurt.
My AC is a 16.
It matches. I think you're fine. I'll say you're fine because I feel bad about the 2 nat 20s.
I have 6 health left after this.
Wait, how do you have? I mean, you already got up from the first potion. That did like decent.
Well, I took 17 damage, didn't I?
Were you in the? I mean, it goes from 0 to up again.
How much damage did I take?
Okay, so let's look at the logs. All right, it was 4. It was 10. Okay, so it was 10, 14. It was 20 damage you took in a single hit, and that knocked it down. So then you should be at 0 health right now. And then the guy walks up. He gives you 17 HP. You got 17 HP back when Joestar picked you up, and then you drank the potion for the next bit.
Okay, I thought I started at the negative number.
No. It'll be 17 plus 9. That's how much HP you have.
That's 26.
Yeah. So we're gonna roll. All right, let's roll Ventnor.
Give it to me straight. I can take it.
It's 15.
Was that off the nat 20?
Yeah, that's the critical 15 damage. Just one roll of damage.
Okay.
'Cause it's 44 plus 2. That's the damage output for the critical.
So it is 15, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Could have been worse. I was expecting worse. So, well, cool.
Madeline, are you there?
I don't know.
I can hear you.
Yes.
Okay, yes, I'm here.
All right. Did
I
you
access my
see?
sheets right now.
Okay. What? You're getting your spreadsheet open?
But, like, it's open, but Blake's on the computer, so I'm sitting on the couch, so I can hear you guys, but I can't see anything.
I'm sorry. Well, I got your sheet open if you want me to work off that.
My AC's 22.
Okay.
+2.
He got a nat 20 on you, I'm sorry.
Okay, wait, never mind, I'm back on the computer.
That is...
Okay.
That's 10 damage on you. Joestar is going to take 2d4. He takes 9 damage, and then Elijah is going to take 2d4, and that is 7 damage on Elijah.
If you want, with your turn, you can switch from cellular back to one time. It should be better. But you'll probably drop your call you when you refresh the page.
Alright.
I'll be back.
Alright.
Okay.
Alright, so then it's Joestar's turn. Chain Devil just took a full round to just do all those attacks. It is Joestar's turn. Joestar is going to... What's he gonna do? He's gonna take a climb check. To get up to the chitin.
What?
Because it's on the ceiling. So he's going to climb the chains. He's got to roll a d20. We're going to turn on some GM stuff. That is a 17, so he makes it up there. And he's going to take a single... He takes out a longsword, and he's just going to take a single swing.
You're approaching me?
That is a 19. He's up there, and he hits the chitin. He's going to roll damage. That's gonna be...
Joseph! Or Jonathan! Or Jotaro, I'm not sure.
That is 7 damage onto old Kiteny.
How much did you say? 7?
7 damage.
7.
Slashes right into
it.
And that is the end of his turn. He is up there with the Chain Devil wrapped up in the chain, slashing. Alright, Ventnor, it's your turn.
Wait, me? Ventnor?
Yes. Ventnor's turn, yes.
Oh, on my turn order, it shows as Elijah. Got confused as a second. Okay. Let's double check here. Fortitude. Do I think that she could make a fortitude save? I don't know. I'm gonna try the same thing as last time. I'm going to attempt an enhanced magic missile, so I have marked off a point. I am attempting the spell. We're gonna roll spell resistance. Hey, boys. Looky there.
Girl.
And girl, yes, of course.
Girl.
What is the spell? Can I ask what the spell is, Holden?
Yes, I am doing the same thing as last time. We're doing magic missile.
You can roll double the number of magic missiles.
What?
Just because you crit, I will let you.
Okay. And I'm gonna level with you.
I like magic criticals. It's fun.
Okay.
But it works both ways.
What that's gonna mean is one missile does 1d4 plus 1.
Yeah.
Since I enhanced the thing, I am treated as level 7.
Yeah.
At level 7, you can cast 4 missiles. Double that is 8 missiles, so I'm going to roll 8d4 plus 1.
Yeah.
Or 8d4 plus 8.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Before I get too antsy in that, do the chains, are they considered any kind of cover or concealment?
No.
Okay. Then we will drop it. 8d4 plus 8. 31 damage. Just...
Holden, finisher.
Yes!
You know in Dragon Ball when Madeline might not, but you know in Dragon Ball when Vegeta just loves to throw a bunch of things all at once? It's that kind of deal. We're just
real fast, killing her. You just see she
Oh,
just
wow.
like rips into shreds, up at the top of the ceiling. She just kind of falls apart into the chains, and you see Joester kind of falls with her to the ground, and her corpse lands in the pentagram.
Yeah, that's for my ankle.
You see the candles are still lit, and you can see
Yeah, they are.
the pentagram glows from her blood being spilled upon it, and she sinks
Oh.
into the pentagram.
Well, that seems bad.
The room is now eerily quiet, and then a soft kind of wind blows through the room. All the candles go out, and then it's just quiet, and that's it.
Seems fake. I vote that Joestar opens up the treasure chest.
Joester looks around and he's like, "What? No, that's not my job. I'm not ready. You got goblins. Use those things. They're like a dime a dozen, probably."
So, just to clarify, is Joestar a human?
Yes. He is a...
Okay.
So the image that I chose, I don't think anybody would know. He is Letho from The Witcher. That's what he looks like. He's just a hulking human.
From really far back, I thought he was Wesker from Resident Evil.
Not here. I'll stretch it up a little bit. That's him.
Okay, I see him. Yeah.
That's him. He's a little kind of squanched, a little in there.
Yeah.
You got a treasure chest and then the stairway in the back of the room.
Since the candles went out, I will throw out some dancing lights so that Joestar and myself can see.
Parade around the room, and you can see it's just chains. The blood of the chitin woman is still kind of there in the center of the room. With the lights bouncing around, Vetner, you notice the sign of the Vardant is on one of the points of the star.
Okay.
It's the fruit that you ate, so that's what you see.
Yeah. Yeah, you said that before.
Yeah.
I guess I didn't see it, though. So at this point, is the pentagram, like, glowing or anything?
No.
Or is it just kind of like, okay.
You can study it to try and see if you can figure out anything about it.
Sure, I would love to.
Knowledge religion
What?
check. Anyone who wants to go for it.
I can do that. What was that? Were you asking my modifier?
Yeah.
It is +10.
Yeah, you can do that. Have fun.
I'm a smart boy.
No one
Yeah,
else
I
has
rolled
knowledge
the-
checks.
I rolled the 20 on the missiles, so it's gonna be a 1. It's gonna be like, yeah, that's a square.
You take, oh no, that's good.
No, yeah.
You so you know the Vardant, and you can see
We've spoken.
in the center of the star is another symbol, and you recognize this as the symbol of Zon Cathan. You vaguely know about it.
Right.
This hints at what you understand to be that he is kind of the god of patrons. So it's just saying that this is kind of possibly a gate to his realm
Oh.
if used correctly.
Hmm.
So you don't know much about the other side, where the patrons were once from in Zon Cathan's realm. You just know that he shares it with his sister, Lamashtu. And there isn't really ground there. Everything is made of barbed, rusted chains, and it's quite horrible there. But that's what you're putting together as what this little pentagram is.
Okay.
And you're guessing possibly the chitin died, or possibly it fell through to run away.
Hmm.
Sorry, what? Say that again?
You can guess possibly the chitin died, or possibly it fell through to run away.
Oh, I see. So she might be back to get my ankles again.
And I'm gonna go because I gotta wake up early and I am exhausted.
You are good.
So I'll not be here next week. I'm going on vacation, so I won't be here next week.
Gotcha.
Okay.
You're good. This next little bit is mostly roleplay for the last little bit. So they're
Cool.
really big. Vecna and Elijah get to see a lot of exposition here.
Well, just tell me what experience I need. You can text me it.
I can tell you right now, everyone in the party got 1,500.
1,500.
Whoa.
Alright, well, I will see y'all in 2 weeks.
Uh,
Bye.
I leveled up.
Hot dog.
Wait, never mind.
Never mind. No hot dogs.
Just corn dogs.
Um,
How close are you, Dalton? Just out of curiosity.
Well, it's 3,000, and when Spencer said 1,500, my brain registered 15,000, and then I was like, "Oh wait, that's wrong."
that's a lot of levels.
I am well, after that, I am 200 points away.
Ooh,
Nice.
So potentially after next time, might have a level up in my future.
So you guys
Okay.
are still in this bottom room, and Joestar kind of shows you to the back area, and he says, "All right, you can either open the chest if you want to, or I can show you the last little bit to get to the cathedral when you're ready. I'm just gonna wait on the stairs." And so he sits down, and he's gonna let you guys tell him when you're ready to go.
Okay. So
I'll do it if you're hesitant.
well, I have a question.
Okay.
For the skill disabled device, is that only for things that like I would know 100% sure is a trap and I'm trying to take it apart, or could that help in like safely opening a chest?
Perception check is identifying whether or not something is a trap. Disable device is then turning the trap off.
I see. Well then let me take a look at ye olde chest, and I would like to examine and see if I can find any traps.
Go ahead.
There's no treasure. It's an instant death.
It's a mimic. That's not very good.
You can.
I would
tell
bet that I don't see
it
any
looks. It looks like there's nothing that's been touched in a long time on this treasure chest.
Okay.
It's been sitting for a long time.
That doesn't mean anything. People could build traps a long time ago, but I'm still gonna open it.
You're opening it?
Yeah. Wait, I want to stand from behind and open it.
Oh, so you're like kind of like hugging him from behind, but you just flip open the chest while pushing him into it. You fling open the chest as Vecna is right in front of you. And
No. I mean,
quite close.
stand behind the chest, like
You're
like
up
this.
against the like you're up there. Okay, and you just fling it back. Okay.
yeah.
How do I want to do this? Both of you make reflex saves.
Oh. Oh no!
Uh,
I was hoping that was just for effect. Reflex.
22.
22. All right, Elijah. You see a nat 20. Good job.
Whoa!
You both.
Okay.
Elijah opens a chest while Vecna is unprepared, and you didn't see that the outer, like, kind of the outer line of the chest had magical runes written kind of very dimly in the dim light. And as soon as it's pulled off, they're activated, and the chains in the room just kind of whirlwind for a couple seconds right around the chest where you're at, and you're both able to just jump back before they're able to slash you. And then the chest is open.
Yeah, Joestar's glad he's sitting on the steps now.
He's just sitting and laughing at you guys.
He's like, hey, nice.
So who wants first dibs, or do we want to split it if it's money?
Sure, let's take a look at what's inside.
Nothing. I'd be
Real
pissed.
treasure was the friendships we made along the way.
You're right, but you're also wrong.
You're right, but money is also really cool. Money buys me magic items, which is arguably better than friendship.
Okay. Let me
Only
roll
in
for these
D&D.
things.
Sorry, what was that?
Let me
I
roll
said,
for
oh.
these things.
Oh, roll for him.
Yeah.
While he's doing that, what did you say, Dalton?
I said only in D&D is money better than friendship.
Yes, that's correct. In real life, always friendship. In D&D, I mean, I've got a staff with dragon heads that shoots fireballs. I mean, come on.
Oh yeah. We can be friends after.
Yeah, after.
Make sure this is the right thing. Alright, so you both look in the chest, and there are 3 things. The first thing, I'm going to go left to right with what's in the chest. The first thing is a sack. It looks normal. It's just a brown leather-looking sack. The next thing is a what is it called? Is a scimitar, and it looks as if small flicks of sparks of flame are coming off of it, and it sits in the chest. And then the third thing is, hang on, where is it?
Do I need any hands for magic?
Almost always, yes.
Okay, never mind.
Well, maybe that's a little strong, but I would say in most situations. In most situations, you have to be able to speak something. Like, I would say like 90% of spells, you have to speak something. And I'd say quite a lot of them, you need at least one open hand for it. But I think there are a handful of spells that you don't. I think those are mostly like to whisper a message or something. Magic spells like that.
Mm-hmm.
The
Herbal.
last thing is an interesting looking pair of boots. They kind of look kind of fancier than usual. They look like they're something that a noble would wear. So these are the 3 things you can see in the chest.
What do you want?
Well, I think the scimitar would best be used for you, Bloody.
That is very true. And then we can do the D4 for the third item between us.
Well, I'm curious what they are. Can I try? I would like to try and detect magic on the boots.
Okay.
See if they are a magic item.
The boots, you get pings of strong enchantment auras.
Okay. Just because I'm curious before opening it, I'd like to detect magic on the old bag as well.
Where is it? You get a strong aura of conjuration coming off the back.
Conjuration. So when you say a sack, is it more like a backpack or like a drawstring kind of bag?
It's like a sack, kind of. It could be a bag.
Okay.
Like a potato sack?
Better than a potato sack. It's made of leather and kind of like actually a little better. It's like what like those hipster hippie girls would like wear, made of leather or something up on her or something.
Okay.
I actually gonna do an action and try and determine what it is based on the answer, but actually don't know if I know the answer. But either way, I would like to open up the bag and look inside of it.
Okay. You open up the bag and you look inside of it and you take a little peek and it looks like it goes on forever inside of it.
That was my guess. I think this is some variant of a bag of holding, or potentially a smaller handy haversack. Wait, is handy haversack like D&D copyrighted?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I think this is.
I take things from D&D, so who knows?
Yeah, you know.
They can't sue me.
Yeah, this is private.
They don't know me. I can do whatever I want.
Which is the yeah, so that's very cool. Boots enchantment. Okay. For I guess the level of the bag I could determine later. But I'm curious what the boots do. Could I make potentially a spellcraft check to try and see what the boots do?
I'm gonna make it a Knowledge Arcana.
Knowledge Arcana, okay. Excuse me. Okay. Knowledge Arcana, looking at the boots. Fancy Noble boots did not roll well, even with 11 on. I rolled a 3, so that's a 14.
I mean, they're like pretty nice looking boots.
Can I look on the
Something
side?
magic, but you don't know
Are they Tims?
What do you mean tins? Like
Tims.
you can see there's like you think it says Tim's on the sides, but really it says Timmy's.
Aw. Man, they're
Stuff from
off-brand.
China.
Man.
I don't know what that means.
Tim's? You don't know what Tim's boots are? Timberlands?
Oh, yeah.
Do you have any knowledge arcana? Do you want to try and check the boots or the sword or something?
Yeah, let me check. For some reason, I feel like I do. And I have 0.
Oh wait, hold on. What was it that you actually rolled for the boots?
Knowledge arcana?
Yeah, no. What was the number? I think I may have lied to you. I think you might actually know what it is.
14.
14. Oh, you actually do know. I lied to you. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Yeah. These are
I misread
boots.
it. They actually are Tim's.
Yeah, there's still Timmy on the side.
Okay.
These are boots of the burglar. Minor boots of the burglar.
Oh. Heard about that before.
They grant competency on detecting traps for perception checks, as long as you're within 10 feet of the trap. And they also... Blah, blah, blah. You get a +5 competency bonus to reflex saves against traps.
Sorry, I pulled up the page as well. So, 5 to spotting traps, reflex saves against traps, and then AC if I fail the throw?
Yeah.
Is that what it's saying? The AC?
Applies to AC and on any... Yeah, so it helps you be safe from traps, so yes.
Whoa, cool. Okay. Yeah.
All right.
I don't know. I don't know who would be best to have those, but we'll take them.
All right.
And then, I guess I have a minor idea of what the sword is. I would guess it is a magical item enchanted with some kind of fire-based enchantment. Is there a way that Elijah or myself could try and determine the enchantment on such an item?
I mean, it'd be the same as rolling what you just did.
Knowledge Arcana. You want to try, Dalton?
Yeah, I have a +0, but I'll try.
Couldn't hurt. I just feel like...
Two.
Okay.
It's a magic glowy sword.
Oh my gosh, it's a lightsaber. Whoa. I just felt like I was doing all the dice rolls. I felt bad.
19.
19.
19. Ooh. You look close at the sword. And you take it in. This is a flaming +2 sword. And you see, you're able to deduce that much. You're like, this is pretty cool. And then you look a little bit closer, and
It's the Afridi blade.
it's not the Ifriti blade. It just, there's something about it. Can't tell, but there's something about it too. There's something else.
Is it religious?
You don't know that.
Can I make a knowledge religion check? Can Holden make a knowledge religion check?
You can't even try. There's nothing that appears religious about it, so no, you can't try.
Okay.
There's nothing religious from either of your backgrounds about it, so no, you can't try.
Do I have literally any inclination as to what might be special about it, other than the flaming part?
Not really. It's just, there's something else possibly to it besides it being flaming and a +2 sword.
Alright. It sure looks special.
Are you okay if I take it?
Yes. I am not much one for swords myself, so be my guest.
And I already have a scimitar.
It's true. You've got the bladed belt as well.
I do have the bladed belt.
So you take it, Dalton?
Yeah.
Alright, you grab it, and you feel an intense pain in your arm.
Oh no.
And you can see, you look at your arm, and you can see kind of like how charred wood looks. That's what your hand looks like right now as it's grasped around the blade. And then you feel something kind of stream across your chest to your left hand, and then your left hand looks like your right hand in the fact that it's just now charred and it looks like it's kind of burning. You feel the pain. It's always just kind of an annoying stab, but it's not actively causing you real damage.
Okay.
You try shaking the sword out of your hand, it will not come out of your hand.
Is it at least in my right hand?
It's in your right hand, yep.
Okay.
Your left hand is now on... Your hands are on fire consistently now.
I mean, like, I guess that's cool. Both of them?
Both are on fire, yes. And the blade is on fire. Everything is on fire.
I'm gonna knock the heck out of someone. I just need to be able to fly, and then I'm basically one of the Fantastic Four.
Your hands are now on fire. You cannot release. This is a curse, by the way. You're stuck holding this thing. You can't put it away.
It's not giving me damage.
Good.
Could be
way to
worse.
Look at it. Sure.
Oh jeez. I wasn't really thinking about it before, but now that it's kind of on my mind, is there any real feasible way I can check either of these other two
Can
if
you
they are
detect
cursed? Is that a spell?
Yep.
Is that a specific? I'm 99% sure the answer to that.
Is Remy just passed out in the room?
I'll say yes.
Okay. Just curious.
She's just kind of standing there. She'll walk with you guys.
Like a brain dead.
Yeah, I got the spell right here. It's a level 2 Oracle Cleric, Inquisitor, or level 3 Paladin spell. Works as detect magic, but detects cursed items. You need a cleric or some sort of holy caster.
Can't even do that.
I don't know. Can Elijah do it? No, he can't. No, he's a druid. Never mind. Druids can't do that.
Yeah, druid spells. Yeah.
I'm a hunter. You racist.
The only other way is if you
spells.
can roll to detect the to identify the curse. In curse how I'm running it is like you'll detect if the normal stuff, but the curse is a higher roll usually than just getting.
So can I make the roll?
I'll say for the sword, Holden, you were 1 point off detecting what it was.
Oh, really?
Yep. So that's why I at least hinted to something else being there. So.
Yeah. So I already checked the boots, and it was a pretty okay roll. Didn't get anything there. I guess for dual purpose, looking for curse and trying to find out maybe a bit more exact of what the bag is. Would that be Knowledge Arcana? Same as the others?
That's what we rolled, so it would be Knowledge Arcana check on the bag. So it's whatever it is base-wise, plus whatever on top to know for sure.
Oh, you're talking about the DC.
Mm-hmm. To understand if there is anything bad on it. It's harder to detect a curse than it is to know what it is. This is a bag of holding, you think?
Alright.
And it destroys every item you put in it.
Yeah, a cursed bag of holding. It eats it. Actually, I want to say there's some kind of cursed item or companion that's like a cursed bag of holding, and it actually does that. It just eats stuff.
I guarantee you that's what it is. Here, let's throw something in it.
Do I know because maybe this is well, I would probably know as a character that there are different levels of bag of holding. With that roll, would I have any idea how much it could hold?
Let me make sure I have that open.
But you're right, Dalton. The first thing I'm going to put in there is something not valuable. Yeah.
I was about to say, I got some food I can throw in there.
They're just like a rock.
This is a major bag of holding. It can hold 250 cubic square feet of stuff.
Cursed.
Wait, so I try not to do this much, but I'm looking at the Wondrous Item page. That's the biggest one, right?
Yep.
Oh my gosh. Okay. That immediately makes me more suspicious of it. But yeah,
let's throw something in it. I can put my drink in it like a Pokemon.
I gotta know.
You gonna throw what in there?
If it's a regular bag of holding, and if Holden wants the boots, but he can take this if he wants, I could put my undead Drake in there like a Pokemon.
I think
The one flying around outside.
250 cubic feet, maybe? It's hard to tell. Do I have anything in my inventory that would be reasonable to put in there, or should I just grab a rock? I have a dagger.
Yeah.
I'm going to grab my dagger.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, now at this point, I'm scared to just stick my hand in there and then suddenly, teeth come out of it or something. But I'm gonna grab the dagger, uh, put it into the bag of holding, let it go, pull my hand out.
Okay.
Seems like my hand hadn't been bit off yet, so just in case, to cover my bases, I'll close it up. I'll shake it around a little bit, even though
Okay.
that's not really how a bag of holding works. I'm gonna open it back up again. If I open it back up and I look inside, does it look like the same as before?
Hang on. I'm reading stuff.
Uh-oh. Dalton, I may have just lost a knife.
You can see the knife is floating there right now.
Okay. I would like to reach in and take the knife out.
What's your combat maneuver defense?
Oh no. It's not good. Not terrible, but it's CMD is 13. I
Okay.
take it back. That is kind of terrible.
Okay. It got a 14, Holden. It chomps
Oh, no!
down onto your arm. The bag, you can feel your arm is getting hot. You have to get out of this. Figure out a way out. You get one round to try and get out, else it's gonna start just taking your hand off. What do you want to do?
Okay.
Your friend's hands are on fire. Joestar's just watching and laughing
gosh.
at you.
Yeah, that is suddenly much more inconvenient to have the fire hands. Okay. Since one hand is trapped inside of the bag, I would like to use my left hand and cast Mage Hand, such that I have two hands to try and work with here to try and pull open the bag.
Alright, you can make a combat maneuver attempt to get it off of you. You have to beat its defensive 18.
Okay. Combat maneuver bonus. Guess what I have as a plus to that?
2, 3.
It's 0. I'm getting teeth mark into my wrist.
You feel insane burning. This is the last round, else you lose your left hand.
Oh.
What are you gonna do? Elijah, you're watching. You can try. One person gets one try at getting this off.
Oh, no.
You're the one under a lot of pressure and stress. I think I should do it. You
Alright.
can disagree, though. It's your body.
Um,
The safe word is pineapple.
how flammable is this bag?
It's a magic item. They are near indestructible.
Okay.
What you gotta do? 10, 9,
I'm
8,
gonna take my whole 10 seconds to
7,
think.
6, 5, 4, 3.
Go
Oh,
ahead,
yeah,
Dalton.
yeah.
Yeah, Dalton. Let's do it. I don't think I would have had anything, but other than his combat maneuver bonus, is there anything else he adds to that?
What, the bag
Just-
or Elijah?
Elijah, yeah. This is just me
He's
wishful
only got,
thinking.
He's only got one hand to work with, too, so he'll have to do it with disadvantage.
Uh-oh.
Plus 9. 4 plus 9, 13.
13?
Yeah. Looks like you're dead, Holden.
Vetner, your left hand just, you feel the bag tightens enough as the bones around your arm break and it's pulled into the bag. and the pag falls right in front of you, and you're just bleeding as you're missing your left arm.
Well, this seems bad. You know, I feel like this could have gone better.
You take 18
I have
damage for
a
losing your
solution.
arm.
18 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
You lost
I-
a limb.
you know,
I have a solution.
trolls in the dungeon, and I pass out.
You're under. Okay, you're down.
I'm
Joestar is
on the
gonna
floor.
get up and he will mend to you. He's gonna put you at 1 HP.
I would sincerely appreciate that.
He keeps
Jon-
you up
Jonathan.
at least at 1. He
It's all right.
grabs Elijah's hand and forces him to grab your nub to stifle the wound.
Hey, cauterizing my arm with my friend's new fire hands. That's pretty smart.
Elijah, you get to feel all squishy and bloody how it is and have fun with that.
Woo!
And
That's-
one tiny little scrap of bone in the middle.
There you go.
I
He
was gonna
cauterized the wound, and he just looks at you too in like stupidity and awe.
I have a solution. Why don't I put my sword hand near your nub, and then we can be one and have 2 arms again?
I don't. What?
Yeah, you've lost me. Are we doing like a 3-legged race but with arms here?
Basically.
Okay. Well, you know what? We'll work out the logistics later, and we'll figure out how that works.
Learn is on your shoulder, freaking out this whole time. By the way, he's just squawking and screaming.
Yeah. Glad I didn't put you in there, buddy.
The goblins are running in circles, cheering on Elijah for being a healer.
You know what?
yeah.
The healer, just screaming and running around in circles.
In a very distinct way, he did heal me with fire. So
But the bag, the supposed bag of holding, is now on the ground, open, just sitting there.
yeah. I've suddenly. You know what? I'm going to note on my dagger that it is in
Gone.
it is in the angry bag.
I'll say you can take a little peek in there, and it is not in there anymore.
The dagger?
Yep, it is
Alright.
gone.
So I
Your
can peek in
arm
there?
does not exist in there anymore either. There is nothing in there. It's
Oh,
just
yeah,
a
my
black
hand's not in there.
emptiness now.
Okay, well. So can I add magic trash can to my
Sure.
my inventory?
That's pretty much how this works. I'll let you know, since I did take your hand, I'll be nice. I'll let you know what this is. This is a bag of devouring.
I thought I remembered something similar there.
There you go, I just posted the description in the chat.
Can
Yeah,
you
no, you'd
post
have to
something
roll.
else?
You would have to roll a 27 to identify what it is, to know that it was that. So
But we guessed and we were right.
you did guess, and I was laughing to myself. I was just biting my tongue as hard as I could.
I specifically I had seen this item before. I was like, oh yeah, that's okay, cool.
Okay.
The first
who
time
wants
you
the
check
boot?
it out, it doesn't react. But the second time you put like human flesh in there, it immediately attacks.
I see.
Yep.
Sporting rows of vicious teeth, a bad attitude, and a thirst to devour all things.
Dude, you're
That's
just
so
gonna have
funny.
to put it over someone's head.
You can do that,
Oh,
and then it
oh my-
grapples them to death. It does do that. It's like
Oh my
It-
gosh.
you can do that if you want
Th-
to
that
execute
is-
people.
That is like guillotine in a bag, yeah.
You're welcome.
Gosh.
Insta kill.
So, do you guys want to go upstairs, or do you want to end the session here for tonight? You
I
also
want to
still-
figure out who gets the boots. Holden, do you want them or no?
Sorry, I was talking to Dad for a second. I mean, wait, where would we be going into next? Into the chapel?
Yes, the Black Dragon Cathedral. I have it nicely planned out. It'll be mostly cinematic-y, kind of.
I'm good either way. I mean, we can wait on the chance that Zach or somebody else is also here next week, so that more people can.
Okay, we can wait next week then.
Hear it. Yeah.
I'd rather more people hear about what this is, because this is like the setup for the whole game. So.
I do have one request.
Yes.
Can we at least go like near the entrance of it, or is it like pretty short?
So, you guys walk up to Joestar. Also, who has the boots? Are you putting them on, or are you just holding on to them?
Can I
Oh
slip them?
gosh. They're really cool, but I'm scared of them now.
I think I want to put them on Remy.
You can't do that.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to put them on just yet because I'm scared, but I do want to take them.
So do you want them in your inventory?
Sure.
Okay. You can have them.
You are now holding on to the boots.
Am I dying?
You're holding on to them, so you're not wearing them or anything, and they just look like pretty
Okay.
nice Timmies. I mean, yeah,
Timmy's.
that's what you got there. Yeah.
Then those are going in the inventory and waiting. We're gonna
They are sitting in there.
putting that on the back burner for the moment.
You should
They're-
definitely untruthfully sell those.
I feel like, I mean, it's possible, but I feel like I would try and sell it, they would inspect them, and they'd be like, hey, you're stupid, these are cursed. But that would also be a good way to learn about it, so I mean...
I'll tell you this: if you want to pay for turning the curses off of items, you need to go to the guy who can like check your items for you, and he can uncurse them.
Okay.
So if you want to, those guys can do that for you.
I did want to check something else.
Okay.
So, so we talked about it last time. Time before? Not important.
Mm-hmm.
That I was able to check the mark
Yeah.
that
The magic
the
mark?
guy
Mhm.
left on there, yeah. And I ended up not doing anything with the Pied Piper's pipe because it's a little tricky, and I'll just leave it. It's fine. But it might matter, might not. Banishment is a really strong scroll, and I would be scared that the feds are going to take it away from me.
Okay.
But extrapolating from the mark that I saw, it seems to be the relative caster level or spell level, maybe related to it. So could I try and forge a verification mark on the scroll of banishment? Because I'm not gonna be able to use it for a long time.
You got magic mark on you?
Let me double check. That might be a cantrip. Arcane mark. He's a cantrip. I don't have it prepared. got 2 points left. I'll swap that out. I'll use 1 point. Swap out message with Arcane Mark. And so I would like to try and forge a mark onto the scroll of banishment to make it look as if it's verified.
What number are you going to put on it?
Oh boy.
57.
A million. Actually, is it possible that I can check my other item again?
Yes, which item was it? You can use Detect Magic to see it.
It is a Cloak of Resistance +1.
Okay, let me make sure I got this right.
What are you trying to do?
So, the short version is that magic stuff is real regulated, and if you get caught with illegal stuff, it's gonna get confiscated. And so you can go pay somebody to verify them.
The +1 has a 3 written on it.
3. Oh no. I don't know what that means. Not exactly. But basically the short version is, there's some stuff that the magic people don't like, and they will confiscate it from you, even if you try to verify it. It would essentially be like taking out heroin, going to a cop and be like, hey, is this cool? And he would go, no. And so if I could somehow forge the correct symbol on there, it would fool people into thinking that this had been cleared by the government. But I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what that means.
Maybe just put 2. Or wait.
Yeah. I think I'm going to need to gather more information about this. 'Cause some of the other spells I have, they probably won't like, but I'll probably be able to use them relatively soon. But Banishment is a big boy spell, and I'd like to have that one safe, but we'll come back to it.
All right. So I'll say, or we'll end off as Joestar walks up. He leads you to the back of the room, and he takes you through the back entrance through some deep tunnels. They go for about a couple hundred feet, and then you come to a small ladder. He shows you to go up of it, and then he pushes what looks like a manhole cover off the top. And when you look around in this very tiny room, you can see that there is a painting of sorts covering up where you're at. He holds a finger up to his lips. He pushes the painting out from where it is, and you can see you're now inside of this giant, immaculate-looking cathedral at nighttime. He looks around, makes sure it's safe, and he motions for you to follow him, and he leads you across the cathedral floor towards this large back room. He opens the door, and he lets you inside. And once you guys are inside, you can see to the right there's a small window that kind of shows the main portion of the actual altar and where kind of the rest of the actual real congregation is at the moment. And there seems to be a couple people in there. You can see for the first time the Black Dragon Pontiff. It's this ancient-looking dragon kin who looks to be probably hundreds of years old. He looks decrepit and barely functioning. There's a couple other Black Dragon kin around, all talking. They look like they're pleading to him about something in this room. And as you all sit in this room up where Joestar has led you into, you see the large doors to the cathedral open up in the distance, and Seto Kaiba on the back of a white dragon begins entering into the cathedral.
Oh, that's
where we'll
great.
end our session.
Oh, baby.
I have a question.
Yes.
Do my goblins just look at me like a god now?
Yeah, they do, because your hands are on fire consistently.
Nice.
They worship you, and they think you are the true and one only prophet.
That's...
That is what they think about you.
Dude, did I tell y'all what they said about me at work?
What?
They said I'm, like, without a doubt, the smartest guy in the office.
Oh, I remember you telling me that.
Oh, gosh.
Fun.
Cracks me up.